In these uncertain times, I find myself making and sending out more and more thank you cards for our heroes and encouragement cards. And in this video, I'm sharing some gorgeous interactive cards that I made with new dies and papers. Hello and welcome to Karen's Creative Cards on YouTube. I am Karen Hashik and I love to make interactive cards, especially when the dies make them so easy and fun. Just look at this awesome card. The beautiful paper on here is from Divinity Designs. It's called Watercolor Paper Pad, and I did use the paper from this on all of the cards that I'm sharing today. We have Thinking of You on the front, and then you pull on this and you have a 3-tier card that's really easy to make. The encouragement sentiments on here and on all the other cards I'm going to show are from a free digital set by Queen and Company, and there are links in the description box for them and other products that I used as well. So this one says, "Hope cannot be canceled. We may be far apart, but you're always in my heart, thinking of you." So I made that for somebody special that I'm missing. And again, you pull on there and you have a 3-tier card. I just think that's so cool, and I'm going to show you how I made that. Here's another card that I made with the triple-tier card die set from Divinity Designs and the beautiful papers from them as well. So we have thank you, and then you pull it open and it says, "With gratitude, healthcare heroes, we are thankful for you. Not all heroes wear capes, some wear scrubs instead." I've seen many requests online to be sending cards to our medical staffs that are our heroes right now, and I'm going to use this as a thank you for some of them. This is what the die set looks like. The largest die is 12 by 12. I mean, 12 inches long. Now most of my cardstock is 8.5 by 11. I would say 95% of mine is. So when you have a die like this that you need 12 by 12, I have limited paper. I did find some red linen in that size. I would have ordered 8.5 by 11, but it wasn't available, so luckily I had the 12 by 12. So I played with the die. And I'm going to show you, you cut out the 3 tiers, and I played with the tier, the biggest one. And I had an 8.5 by 11 piece, and so I cut it out right, this isn't part of it, but I cut it out right to, I guess this is upside down, right up to one of these folds here with an 8.5 by 11. Okay, and then I cut that top piece out on a side piece that wasn't cut, and I taped them together. So when you close it up like we're going to do, you can't tell that those are taped together. So if all you have, at least of the paper you want to make a card with, is 8.5 by 11, it can be done, and I just wanted to share that with you. So you have 3 tiers, and then you have 3 dies that cut out the patterned paper that fits perfectly on the center. So you have tier 1, 2, and 3. The tier 1 is the largest, of course, and then you have your tier 2 and tier 3 on here. And then you also have some slider pieces. So the instructions tell you to cut all of these out and do the folding, which I've done, and then attach the pattern paper to the center of the outside piece. And then it tells you to place tier 2 on your work surface with the back side facing up, and you're going to weave the smaller slider strip. You're going to cut 2 slider strips out of some kind of very thin pattern paper or typewriter paper. Typewriter would work just fine. And you're going to slide that through those 2 slots. And then you're going to fold up on the scored lines, and you want this to be loose. You don't want it to be tight. And then you're going to take a piece of just regular tape and tape those together loosely. So it's going to move up and down on this slider on this piece here. Then you're going to take a piece of thick, strong adhesive, and you're going to place it on that side of the slider. And then you're going to take your tier 1, which you've cut out and put the pattern paper on there, and you're going to remove that, and you're going to attach this with the top. You want this piece towards the bottom, and then you want this to be centered and flush to the top. So now it's attached, and it will go up and down. And then you're going to fold it over to the middle, and then you're going to put a piece of strong skinny tape here. I have my pokey. Sometimes you need that to get these to get started, right? And then you're going to close that, and then this piece is ready. And then you're going to repeat that with the larger piece. So again, you're working on the back side, and you have this time you have the larger strip, and you're going to fold this up, and then fold this one up, and again you want it to be loose. And you're going to take a piece of tape and attach those together, and then take a thicker piece of two-sided adhesive and place it on there. I think I want a bigger piece. I don't know that it matters, but this one's a bigger tab, so, or a bigger, and so we're going to put on there. And then we're going to remove that. And then we're going to take this one, and we're going to attach this face up with the top flush to the top and centered. And then you're going to push down on that. Then you're going to fold this over. And have a piece of strong tape on this side. And fold it all together and seal it. And then your 3 tiers come up that easy. Isn't that cool? I just think it's really, really neat. Now we're going to decorate it. Now what I decided to do was to make it easier to pull. I have a little ribbon. On each one I chose a different ribbon. I didn't have anything in the red, so I'm just using a white. And what I like to do is take this so that the ends are loose, and then attach it with a glue dot, and then staple it. If you just use the glue dot, well, for one thing, it doesn't hold the ribbon together. And also, I think somebody could very easily pull it off. So, but when I was trying to staple it without starting with the glue dot, it didn't want to stay. And then I have some colored staples that I use for craft projects. And this one's a green one. And then I will trim the ribbon just a little. And that part is complete. I have die cut the sentiments. Again, not all heroes wear capes. Some wear scrubs instead. And put some strong two-sided tape on the back. And then I have a thank you that I die cut. It's a Burniston die, and I die cut it on more of the sticky two-sided tape paper so that this will attach easily without using glue. Once I get those pieces on the inside out. Getting those off your fingers is the hardest thing. But I do like using that Sookwang tape on the back, especially when you're attaching it to kind of glossy paper like this is. You don't have to use glue, it's just going to stick very nicely. And then I've punched 3 butterflies. I always think butterflies are very hopeful images, with a EK Success butterfly punch out of that same paper. On the front it can be elevated, so I am using a glue dot in the center and then 2 little strips to make the wings stay up. But on the other layers we want everything to be pretty flat. So our wings are elevated there, but then when you're working on the other ones you do want things to be fairly flat. So on my second one I have a sentiment from that Queen & Company set that says, "Healthcare heroes, we are thankful for you." And another butterfly, and it's from that same EK Success, but again I'm just making this one totally flat now. I decided to put some sticker gems on them. I normally use other gems, but again I wanted these to be flat, so to draw attention to these butterflies I just have some sticker gems on them. And then my third tier is going to have with gratitude, which is again with sticky on the back, and it's a little inker sentiment die. And then I have one more butterfly. And then I did want to put a thing on the back that you could sign, because there didn't seem to be any place on the pieces that were coming forward that could be signed. So I just think it's more interesting to cut these out of like a stitched die. This one's from Divinity Designs. You can just cut a regular rectangle or square, or just, you know, sign right on the red if you wanted to, but I just find it more interesting to have those stitches on there. That's just my preference. So I have another card ready to go for our nurses and doctors and paramedics that are doing such heroic work right now. Thank you. Not all heroes wear capes, some wear scrubs instead. With gratitude, healthcare heroes, we are thankful for you. So I am loving how those turned out. I received another new interactive die. This is the Concord and Ninth Endless Birthday Infinity dies. And I had so much fun creating more encouraging cards with it and more of these beautiful papers from Divinity Designs. Just look at what this fun card will do. So we start with thinking of you, and then it opens. With love, hope cannot be canceled. And then it opens again. Love cannot be canceled. And then one more time. Kindness cannot be canceled. And then it goes back. Now, I've created other infinity cards, and after a while, when I picked them up, even I forgot how to open them. But this is pretty obvious. It's up and out and up and down technically, and out. So I think even this is going to be obvious when they get this, that this is what you do. And then I think the paper and the design is really cool. I added some punched flowers and punched butterflies again. This is another one that I made, and I am going to show you how I figured out. The dies themselves this is the main die, and we're going to cut 4 of those, and I'm going to show you how. And then this die here cuts these pieces here, so you can use them to decorate, and I've done that on this one. But I was looking at it, and I decided I kind of wanted these sides here to also be decorated with that beautiful paper. So what I did was I cut out 2 more of the main piece, which I'm going to show you how that works. But it's you cut out 4 of these, and there's a scored line here on the side. And so what I figured out was if I cut out another 2 of those, and so it's like this. And then I took a circle die that was slightly smaller than the full size of this. So it's slightly smaller, and so I cut it out, and then I cut the side pieces off at the scored line. Then they fit perfectly on here, and you have those 4 side pieces are going to have a border. And then you can cut what's left here in the middle, cut that down just a little bit, and that's going to be here and here. So just in case, when you're playing with yours, if you decided you wanted pattern paper on the outside, that can be done. And I even had kept these pieces here, and I used them on one of these, I think, didn't I? I just thought it was kind of fun, especially this one. Looks like a rainbow, right? So I added them here and here just for a little more decoration on that plain last part. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this one. On their website, which this is a Concord and Ninth die. So on the Concord and Ninth die, they have this website. They have a template that you can print out, and it makes it really, really easy. And they also have a video showing you how easy this is. I just took it a step further with decorating the sides here, and I thought I would share that with you. But this part here that I'm going to show you is exactly what they taught in their video. So you're going to take some temporary repositionable tape, and you're going to attach 2 of the 4 of these main pieces that you cut out on the top and the bottom of their template. And then you're going to take one of the other 4 that you have, and you're going to line it up with the center here, and then you're going to fold it up on that flap. And there's a little triangle here. The triangle is formed, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a score line here, and then when you fold it up, there you can just draw a little line there. So in this triangle here is where you want to put your tape. And then you're going to repeat that on all 4 corners. So once again, there's a score line here that's in the pattern, and then I've been drawing just a little line there to help me. And then this one, you're going to repeat. You're going to put it in here, you're going to line it up with their lines, which makes it real easy. You're going to fold that up, and there's a score line, and then here is the line, and that's where you're going to put your tape. So a score line, and then I draw this little line in just to be sure. And then you're going to take some strong tape, a couple small pieces. I think I'm going to cut it. I know you can tear these, and sometimes I do, but I don't want to take any chances of it. So there's 4 little triangles that you are putting 2 pieces of strong tape in. And maybe I can show you this. See, there's a scored line going this way, and then I drew the line the other way, so they're like rounded triangles on all 4 sides. And then you're going to remove the covering of those. And take one of these and then line it up right on the line on their template, and so these sides are even, and then press down and repeat over here. And then line this up. And then remove the whole thing from the template. And then I just rub on the back to get rid of that temporary adhesive. Comes off easily. And so you have your card. So you're going to open it up. Now you're going to have to train these folds. So I'm going to, use my bone folder. And then you're going to open it up to the side. And again, training these. And then this one goes up. And then it goes back to that. So that's how easy that is. I think it's extremely easy and really fun to decorate. And then once you do that, you have an endless card that has messages on all the sides. Now, this one is actually called an Endless Birthday Infinity. Now, all the cards I made today were for thank yous and encouragement, but they have some really cool dies here and some speech bubbles, and so I'm going to make a birthday one and probably blog it the same week as the video goes live. So you'll see the other dies on this set as well. So once again, these are the two that I have made. I think I'm going to use this one. It says for you with gratitude, and this is an impression obsession round die that cuts the negative out, and I just thought that was really cool with these rainbow effects. For you with gratitude. Thank you, and that's another impression obsession circle, and then those pretty rainbow papers. You the best, you the best. And then this one says, not all heroes wear capes. Thanks for all you do. I think I'm going to leave this one at my favorite grocery store for all the workers there that are keeping us fed and working very hard during this. And then this one again is a thinking of you. I'm going to send this one to a loved one who's isolated and could use some encouragement. Thinking of you with love. Hope cannot be canceled. Love cannot be canceled. Kindness cannot be canceled. I just think those are really cool, and I'm loving how all the cards turned out, my interactive encouragement cards and thank you cards. I hope they've inspired you to try some of these dies and ideas to help spread joy and encouragement in these tough times. Thanks for watching, sharing, and subscribing, and thanks too for helping me share the joy of creativity.